Hey, Rolex lovers, are you looking to buy? How about sell or trade? Do you need your watch serviced at a reasonable price? Family owned and trusted Diamond Gems Jewelry is your answer. Our on-site master watchmaker has 50 years experience servicing Rolex and all brands of watches. Diamond Gems Jewelry in Uptown Phoenix and on the west side too. Search Diamond Gems Phoenix or call 602-466-1772. Buy, sell, trade, or service. Diamond Gems, Arizona's most huggable jeweler.
Looking for a great holiday gift? Radio Ron Cohen here again for Himaway Electric Bikes. By now you've seen all the people riding e-bikes. If you've yet to ride one, let me tell you, they are so much fun. And for over 2 years, the e-bike I recommend is Himaway. I did my research and it is clear that Himaway e-bikes are the best fat tire electric bikes sold. Himaway is known for its long range battery, durability, price, safety, and fun. Himaway sells direct to the consumer, ships right to your home, and has over 2,000 5-star reviews. Choose from 7 models, all with an unprecedented 2-year warranty. Find out why over 50,000 customers, including me, call Himaway the best e-bike there is. Go to HimawayEbike.com. That's HIMIWAY ebike.com. And now, for a limited time, don't miss your chance to save up to $250 when you use promo code FANATIC. Go to HimawayEbike.com.
Without the ones like you, who work tirelessly to keep things running, everything would suddenly stop. Hospitals, factories, schools, and power plants, they all depend on you. No matter the weather, emergency, or time of day, you're the ones who get it done. At Grainger, we're here for you 24/7 with supplies and solutions for every industry and access to product specialists ready to help. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
KQFN Tempe.
Also transmitting on K25CD Phoenix at 99.3 FM.
And K24EU Fountain Hills at 95.9 FM.
Quiet, people, settle down.
Because it's time.
Time for what?
Showtime.
When does it start?
Right now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show.
Let's do it. All right, everybody, it's Friday here on the Daily Blender. I'm your good friend, your radio pal, Jeffrey O'Brien, alongside Randy White. We got Keon Rose in the control room. You guys are on the Fanatic text line, and for 1 hour only, that's right, 1 hour only, we are here in the Harman Solar Studios in Scottsdale. Why only 1 hour? Because coming up at 4 o'clock, it's the 4A championship game. That's right. It's state championship football time for your high schools. So we got the 4A, we got the 5A, we got the 6A, we got the Open Division Championship. So we unfortunately, and Randy was inconsolable earlier. He's a man.
Is it 4 o'clock yet? Can I leave?
He didn't cry,
Is it
but
4
he
o'clock
welled
yet?
up. You know what I'm saying? He welled up a little bit.
Is it time to leave, Jeffrey?
And he put a towel over his head, and we had to. It took a while, but it was like, yeah, I'm sorry. We can only be on the radio for 1 hour today.
Is that what I did? All right.
Exactly
Are you
what
sure
you did.
he wasn't welling up with tears of joy?
Well, I didn't ask. I just punched him in the arm and called him a puss. I was like, come on, man, stop crying.
I thought he was sad at first, and then he said something like yippee. So
So here's my question. Do you know who's playing in these games yet? Do you have, I'm sure it's been posted on Twitter or something.
It's the Open Championship. So any team that's open.
Well, no, today is the 4A championship.
Oh, today's 4A?
4A, 5A, whatever you need. But at 4 p.m. is the 4A championship.
Yeah.
At 8 p.m. it's the 5A championship. So I'm not exactly sure who the teams are. So I guess we probably should have found that out. But whatever the case, it'll be here on 1580 The Fanatic in 57 minutes. I know that much. That's the one thing I know. I don't know.
I know the 5A is Cactus versus Higley.
Okay.
4A is Snowflake versus let's see here.
Snowflake versus
ALA Gilbert North.
Yeah,
ALA Gilbert. Okay.
Alabama Gilbert. All right.
ALA just means extra Mormony. 888-368-1580. So, all right, listen, I see you guys on the text line. I hear what you are saying, but for the life of God, please, I just can't. We're not talking soccer. I don't care how amazing you think it was. I'm sorry. This is not that show. We are not your show. And by the way, considering that in 1 hour, we're going to have a lot of kids, parents listening to this station, we probably should keep this hour clean. We should probably try to keep it clean.
Holy crap.
I mean, we're never that dirty, but we should try, maybe to not,
No.
Yeah, just alienate potential listeners of the high school football because.
Oh, screw them. I don't care about that. No, I'm kidding. You see right there?
See, exactly.
I have to control these things. I'm just saying maybe we should be a kinder, gentler blender.
Shame on each and all of you.
I don't know. I'll probably forget here in the next 30 seconds, but it was worth a try. So the Stockton slap. Oh, soccer is a beautiful game. Crazy, exciting games. Baseball could never. Hockey could never. Pickleball. Well, maybe pickleball could. Anyways, have a great Friday, you guys. Okay, I think Stockton slap might be dealing with a bit of sarcasm there. I sure hope so. Let's see. Big George says, hello, gentlemen. Wow. Quarter fought. No, I'm not even going to read the rest of your text. It's about soccer. I don't care about soccer. Going to just stop right there. You post that on the Twitter because I ain't reading it. Heavy Metal Maniac says, oh, now here we are. Football. Baker Mayfield can go to hell. Now we're on track. And before I read the rest of Heavy Metal Maniac's text, let me just say this. Nobody saw this coming. And let me tell you how much nobody saw this coming. Okay. 12 people saw it coming. That's the total number of people when I went back and took a look at the Harmon Solar NFL Fan Pick'em contest who actually got last night's pick right. And I'm pretty sure half of them were drunk when they did it because I saw a Fish Tank, I saw a Blissful Haze, I saw a Moist One. Not exactly probably in the right mindset. Nobody saw this coming. I saw Papa Mike there, but I don't know. He doesn't have pay attention to what he's doing anyway these days. So he's retired. He's just like, click, whatever, man. So 12 people out of hundreds got that right. Wow. So, nobody saw it coming. Did not see this coming. And really, again, it's another primetime come from behind win. And let me just give you the basic thought process, and then I'm going to read some of these texts and we'll do some analysis. This is less about Baker Mayfield being great than it is about the fact that the Raiders are horrible. I love you, Raider fans.
Thank you. Yeah.
Josh McDaniels needs to be fired. Your team needs some work. And it's a shame because there was enough talent on that team, and you've got some stuff going on defense that's just nasty. But mismanagement, bad coaching, some bad defensive schemes right there at the end of the game. Like, what are you guys doing? You are set up so and it's over. I'm just saying the Raiders are broken. And it's at the coach level down. I mean, all the respect for some of these players, some real great players on that team. So that is my basic anal analysis of the entire thing. And wow. I mean, talk about a bad beat. So many people probably lost what they thought were some easy bets. Yesterday, I was like, oh boy, whoever's got that Raiders defense sure is lucky. Well, I was right because
True.
They did some amazing things, but you can't leave a defense on the field that long. You just can't do it. Hey, there's Papa Mike. We haven't heard from Papa Mike for years. That's the way to drag him out. I'll talk crap about him. He says, thanks, Jeffrey. Thanks a lot. Baker, the touchdown maker. Yeah. Okay. Papa Mike, what did you base your pick on? Because you probably weren't drunk. Fish Tank, Blissful Haze, Moist One, drunk. I want to know what Papa Mike based that pick off of, because it couldn't have been you thought, oh, here comes Baker Mayfield to save us all. I want to know what Papa Mike was thinking.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Papa Mike, but aren't you also an Oklahoma football guy? Aren't you an Oklahoma guy?
Well, that would explain a lot if that's true.
And you probably laid it down because Baker's on the Rams and he's a former Oklahoma quarterback, Heisman Trophy winner. Yeah.
Or in his retirement, he has started sniffing glue. And that could be...
He's building models.
Sure. And he click. Oh, well, whatever. Papa Mike's living the life out there, man. He is living the life. Hey, so all right, let's see. Oaktown Destroyer says, Jeffrey, I got to agree with you. There is no discipline on that defense. None. Well, it's not just about that. I understand what you're saying. There was another issue. The Rams were holding like crazy and none of it was getting called. That is a problem that the NFL is having that makes bettors and it makes conspiracy theorists start to lean towards it's rigged because just at the right moments, suddenly nobody sees holding. It's like Schultz from Hogan's Heroes. I see nothing. And all this, you're like, well, how is that not getting called? I mean, it was so friggin' obvious. So I don't know. I don't know what to tell you guys, but I saw bad coaching on the defense. I saw a setup that made zero sense towards the end of the game. So, there might be, and really, you don't want a whole lot of discipline from like Crosby. That guy is a beast. It's like you've let the animal out of his cage and he's going to go eat. Don't get between him and the other thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and he's having a hell of a season this year. I think he's got, going into the game anyway, he had something like 13 sacks, 13 sacks. So, I mean, he's on fire this year.
Yeah. So just a stunning turnaround. And I'll tell you what, Derek Carr is right. He's like, Baker Mayfield's going to be enjoying that for the rest of his life, that moment.
So
98-yard drive down the field to win the game. And again, Baker Mayfield is not the answer for the Rams. Baker Mayfield is not the savior for the Rams. This is all on the Raiders, if you ask me.
So my Raider friends out there, I'm going to give you a Christmas gift early. Go ahead and call call Steve Keim and the Cardinals front office. I'm going to let you go ahead and have Vance Joseph. Go ahead and take him away from the Cardinals. Just go ahead. You can have him, and then your defense will be cured. There you go.
I don't know that you're really authorized to make that.
I can make that. I can make that deal as the official fan of the Arizona Cardinals. Go ahead and take Vance Joseph. We don't mind. Cardinal Nation does not mind. Go ahead.
Did you hear he's been jibber jabbering the old Vance Joseph? Yeah, he was actually
jibber-jabbing?
Yeah, jibber jabbering and calling out the Patriots offense as your defensive coordinator. You just want him to get his guys ready, but you don't want him to blather out the plan. Okay, you don't want him to say what he knows, what he sees, because you kind of want it to be a surprise, especially when you're going up against Bill Belichick and company. But he says, I see an offense that's running the football well, very conservative pass game, lots of screens, all kinds of screens. He says, thing about the Patriots offense is that's how a defensive guy would play offensive calls. It's how you do it. Like, let's not turn the ball over. Let's get 4 yards of play. Let's try to burn clock. That's what they're doing. And that's what he's doing on Monday night. He's going to be patient, maybe take a shot from time to time. But for the most part, it's a run game, quick game. It's screens. So now you've just gone ahead and said what you've said to your own guys to a reporter. Now it's up there as a bulletin board, going to be taken as a diss on the offensive play call by the Patriots, even though it shouldn't be taken as a diss, but they're going to take that as a challenge. And now we know what Vance Joseph is looking for. Guess what's going to happen now? You're going to get some different looks, aren't you? You're not going to be ready for whatever the hell it is the Patriots are going to do.
Well, I also understand at the same time that Bill Belichick had some comments about the Arizona offense. Here's what live audio of Bill Belichick commenting on the Arizona Cardinals offense. Here we go right here.
That's kind of the we certainly had that situation.
Yeah, so right here
as well too. Where we're able to take advantage of.
Yeah.
Whether it was a player thinking he knew what the play was, or
the I think he's talking about
play
the
a certain play,
Cardinals offense right here. Bill Belichick.
You have to kind of strike that balance.
There it is.
That had anything to do with anything.
Yeah, well, no, I'm pretty sure that was what he commented today. That was live audio.
Well, them's fighting words then, aren't they?
I picked that right off the old internet. So
fighting
there it is.
Words.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So Vance Joseph, part of it you think, okay, he's complimenting them, but on the other hand, is he? I wish Vance Joseph would have kept his mouth shut, to be honest. There is no reason for him to give that much detail and to let them know that you see. Of course, Belichick's a defensive kind of guy. Matt Patricia's over there doing the plays. Everybody's like, why the hell is he doing this? Of course, Vance Joseph, but keep it to yourself. Cards a little closer. You see what I'm saying? Seems silly.
I guess I just don't know that the Patriots can change things up that much. That I mean, they're going to try, but I mean, there's a reason why Mac Jones is on the sideline screaming, "Let's throw the ball downfield." They don't. They just don't. Maybe it's the belief of what they have at wide receiver, where they just don't feel like guys can separate. But that has been the trend all year, and the only time they really went downfield is when they had Zappy in there.
Wilbur says, Jeffrey, you shut up. Randy has all the power to make all the decisions, not only for the Cardinals, but also on behalf of the Raiders.
Thank you, Wilbur.
Wilbur, you're a U of A fan, so clearly you don't have the intelligence level to even begin this conversation right now. So why don't you just take a seat, pal?
Thank you, Wilbur.
Harry Soap says, any word on whether Jeff Bezos sent flowers to Baker Mayfield? Probably the only good game this year for Thursday Night Football. Well, no, but see, that's the thing. It wasn't. I watched it. It was not a good game to watch. It was like one of these things where you're like, ugh. And you're like, I had picked the Raiders, but I almost was kind of pulling for the Rams because it looked really bleak early on. And then I took my eyes off for a minute. Next thing I know, what just happened? And then I had to rewind. I was like, oh my God. FAB says, as a Raider fan, I speak for all of us, don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
Frowny face.
I know you don't want to talk about it, but Derek Carr was terrible. And I think that in all of
he has been for a bit, hasn't he?
The nonsense going on. Well, he wasn't that bad a week ago. But he was awful last night. Absolutely some of the worst decisions, especially in the red zone when he threw that interception. That is just absolutely ridiculous because I have no idea what he was thinking was going to happen. He's getting hit. His body is going to the left. He throws it across the field to the right, and the ball just doesn't quite get there, and it gets picked off. It was decisions like that all night long.
Watermelon thinks that this show being only an hour long today is the only way they can skip Raiders game talk. And I'm like, no, it's not. Hey, we're not skipping that. Hook'em Hottie says, what did she say? She says, I'm not supposed to root for Baker Mayfield because he's a Sooner. But dang, at the end of the game last night, it was wild, boys. Wild. Yeah, I get it. The underdog thing. A guy who got handed the playbook and the football and then was sent out there about the same time. I get the story. I just don't care for Baker Mayfield personally. And it really screwed up my pick.
That's the real reason.
Yeah, and some bettors lost some money on this too.
I looked up the upcoming draft right now as it stands right now today. The Raiders have the second pick in the upcoming draft. Do they go quarterback?
But we mean they're the second worst team in the NFL right now, or they have a pick from somebody else?
Right now, they have the second pick, according to NFL.com. I'm looking at this, the upcoming 2023 draft order. Raiders have the second pick.
Well, they've won 4 games.
Do they go quarterback at 2?
I don't. Are you sure it's not one of those mock drafts where they?
I'm telling. This is right from the NFL Network.
Right.
The NFL Network
from a trade.
Houston has number 1, and right now the Raiders have number 2. And do they go?
Do they have more picks down the line in the first round? I would imagine. Yeah, they'll take a good quarterback off of there, and then they'll. Derek Carr does not seem like the kind of guy you can't talk into that being a good idea. You know what I mean? So, yeah, if that is really truly their position, I'd say they would. Yeah. I mean, why not?
Because it does seem like a lot of their problem is quarterback play.
Is it quarterback play
this season? Yeah, I mean,
coaching more than anything.
Coaching is a problem, but the coach doesn't make the quarterback throw into double coverage across his body. That's the quarterback.
I didn't say he was absolved, Keon. I'm just saying if you looked at the entirety of the game and had to watch it where my eyes were almost bleeding because it was so bad, you would see a lot of bad coaching was involved.
I understand, but 137 yards and 2 interceptions is like it's not mostly coach. It seems to be kind of equal share offensively, at least from what I saw. I didn't like a lot of the decisions he made yesterday, and he's been making weird decisions like that this season, which he didn't do a season ago.
Booger Wolf says, "What's up, ratchet mouth hillbillies?" What is a ratchet mouth hillbilly?
This is the first time I've ever been called a hillbilly.
We are one of them.
Niners are going to retire old Tommy Boy on Sunday, he says. I doubt that, but I mean,
if Bosa gets there, I might be concerned.
Power to you. Stockton Slap says, in the words of the great Michael J. Jordan, F them kids. Well, which kids would that be? Yeah, by the way, Baker's Cocky Hen says, it seemed like it was a lock once everybody picked the Raiders with the second worst coach in the league to be one of the top 5 coaches. Well, I don't understand that last part. It seemed like a lock once we all picked the Raiders with the second worst coach in the league to be one of the top 5, probably to beat one of the top 5 coaches. That's probably what you meant right there. So you're saying that we jinxed it. It was all on us for unanimously and emphatically picking the Rams to win last. I'm sorry, the Raiders to win last night.
I don't believe it jinxes. So that's
I am not
me.
taking that responsibility either. Randy don't give a crap. Papa Mike says, big time OU fan here right now. All right, Papa Mike. That makes sense. Shemoy says 4A, 5A, 2A, Jorge. I don't give a damn. King of Kitten says Lionel Messi is way cute. Alrighty then. Oaktown Destroyer says, what the? Booger Wolf says the back of Randy's feet grow a goatee. Pour me a damn glass, you red bird turd. Make any sense? I think he's already pretty deep into the old drinking.
Grow a goatee.
Back of your feet grow a goatee.
I don't
Sometimes
even
they're
know
so
how that would
absurd.
work.
Yeah,
I
I enjoy it.
Yeah.
Mr. Wilbur says, I guess I should be thankful that the 49ers did not pick up Baker. 49ers should really look at Joe Montana at this point. Flying monkeys. Hey, we haven't heard about flying monkeys in a minute. Oh, he was on yesterday. Okay, never mind. I'm going to guess that is not the first time your eyes bled from watching football this year, Jeffrey. You know, being a Colts fan and all.
Oh, boy.
Well, yeah, you pick a primetime game. Eyes fully bleeding. Pinocchio says teams should stop poaching Patriots coaches. Doesn't do either team any good. Yeah. You're totally right, Pinocchio. You were totally right. All right, we're going to take a break. We have a few notes left about last night's game and some other various things to talk about in the short amount of time we have with you guys. So come on back. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
This is Brian Musburger's action update for Arizona's new home for sports, The Fanatic. Now, here are the latest lines from my guys in the desert.
Monday Night Football, the Cardinals hosting the New England Patriots, Arizona at 4-8. Well, the Patriots are 6-6 and have lost the last 2 games. New England, a 1.5-point road favorite, minus 133 on the money line. Cardinals, minus 103. The over-under in Glendale is at 43.5. The outcome of Arizona's first drive of the game, a punt is minus 145, offensive touchdown plus 350, field goal plus 440, and a turnover plus 550. Punt is the betting favorite for New England's first possession of the game at minus 145. Red hot winning picks at experts.winnersandwiners.com. Save 75% when you use the promo code ACTION75. Experts.winnersandwiners.com. I'm Tony Desiri with your VSiN Action Update on 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic.
At the United States Postal Service, we're here to deliver fast and reliable service to help you get holiday ready. We offer free package pickup and deliver free shipping supplies to your address. So whether you're in Garland, Texas, Rudolph, Wisconsin, or anywhere in between, we're making it easier for you to spread festive cheer this holiday season. USPS, delivering for America. For all your holiday needs, including info about free shipping supplies, free package pickup availability, and restrictions, go to USPS.com/holidays.
There's no doubt that Harman Solar can save you up to 85% on your monthly electric bill. That's a fact. Bruce Jacobs here. But did you know it's possible to get solar for zero down and no payments for 12 months? You can lease, finance, or even purchase outright. They have plans that fit everybody. Harman Solar is a family-owned, women-owned local company that uses top-of-the-line equipment. Call Harman Solar at 800-281-3189. That's 800-281-3189, or go to harmansolar.com.
As a kids, we all loved hopping on our bikes and hitting the road.
I'll be back for dinner. See ya.
Well, bikes just got reinvented for us big kids. If you haven't tried an electric bike, you have no idea what you're missing. Hit the road, the trails, or the beach by pedaling or not pedaling.
It's like being a kid all over again.
Start with the best. Hemingway e-bikes are the best fat tire electric bikes sold. Since 2017, Hemingway is known for durability, price, safety, and fun. Hemingway is the long-range e-bike experts, taking you faster and farther on a single charge. Hemingway sells direct to the consumer, ships right to your home, and has over 2,000 five-star reviews. Choose from 7 models, all with an unprecedented 2-year warranty. Find out why over 50,000 customers call Hemingway the best e-bike there is. Go to HemingwayEbike.com. That's HIMIWAY ebike.com. Now save up to $250 with promo code FANATIC. Go to HemingwayEbike.com.
People who come to Cricket stay with Cricket. Why is that? Well, if you ask someone with one of the latest and greatest phones from Cricket, they might tell you it's because of the amazing phones, like the new iPhone 14 that lets you capture stunning photos in low and bright light. Plus, they'd probably tell you about the fast nationwide 5G included with all plans that lets you stream, text, talk, and more, all at 5G speeds. Yeah, they might mention something like that. Smile, you're on Cricket.
Cricket 5G is not available everywhere. Fees, terms, and other restrictions apply. See cricketwireless.com for details.
It's time once again for the Harman Solar 1580 The Fanatic NFL Fan Pick'em Contest. First prize is $1,580 from Harman Solar. Second prize, a Zebra e-bike from Hemingway. And $500 third prize from Harman Solar. Sign up today. Go to 1580thefanatic.com. The Harman Solar 1580 The Fanatic NFL Fan Pick'em Contest. From your home for the NFL in the Valley. 1580 and 99.3. The Fanatic.
Big weekend of football coming up, and you'll hear it live here on 1580 The Fanatic. I mean, depending on what you're listening for, we'll have Sunday morning, Sunday night, and Monday night. Well, we won't have Monday night.
Hey, Randy. Randy. Yeah, we only have Sunday night football this week.
Oh, yeah, Sunday night football. You'll hear it live here on the big flamethrower. And
hey, Randy, it's pre-recorded from 3 weeks ago.
Oh.
It's not live.
Pre-recorded, so then you can actually look it up on the Google.
Okay, I'm sorry. I apologize. I was lying. I just messing with you. No, it's Chiefs and Broncos on Sunday Night Football. That's live. Absolutely live. More live than on TV, because usually the broadcast here, the audio is ahead of what you see on TV.
Faster than TV. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, there's that whole profanity thing, and then the nude that people.
Oh, I still hear profanity.
It's kind of the Randy White rule. They have to. Anyway, plenty of chances for you to make some money. And what's cool about FanDuel Sportsbook, you can combine prop bets with other bets from same game to score bigger payouts. Perfect for this weekend. I mean, listen to some of the slate of the games you have. You've got Lions, Vikings. Listen, this might be a laugher for most people that wear the purple and gold, but Lion fans, this team has been scoring and scoring often in games. It hasn't been too shabby. They've lost many games just by a few points this season. So who you got in that game? Ravens, Steelers. That's going to be another game. Lamar Jackson out. That would just say that maybe the Steelers have an opportunity in this game. The battle for Ohio, Browns, Bengals. You got Jets, Bills. You've got Eagles, Giants. You got Jags, Titans. There's so many games to choose from. And you can find different player props in each one of these games to help you build your own same game parlay. Take the quarterback over passing, maybe running backs, anytime touchdown, total over points scored, maybe a wide receiver you like to score anytime touchdown in the game. The options are endless. It's easy to use, easy to register, easy to deposit, easy to find your bet on the FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. No feeling like nailing a same-game parlay. I did it just a couple of weeks back. I made a few extra bucks. You can lock in your bet today on FanDuel Sportsbook. If you're new, sign up with my promo code Randy1580 for your no-sweat first bet up to $1,000. That's promo code Randy1580. The way that works, you put your money down on a bet for one of this weekend's games. And if you lose, well, FanDuel's going to give you free bets back. It's that easy. If you already have an account, you just log in and see what you got. Opt in for your chance on this no sweat first bet up to $1,000. Again, my promo code is Randy1580, and it's on the FanDuel Sportsbook, official sportsbook partner of the NFL, and must be 21 or older, present in the state of Arizona. First online real money wager only, $10 first deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable free bets that expire 14 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem, 1-800-NEXT-STEP, or text Next Step, Keon, to 53342.
Thank you, Randy. Okay, so I apologize for the misinformation, but now I have good information.
All right, good information.
Thanks to Jim Barnett, Mr. Third Down. He has posted up that the 4A championship at Sun Devil Stadium at 4 p.m. is between Snowflake, looks like Wolves, and the ALA Gilbert North Eagles. That is who's playing here at 4 p.m. Then at 8 p.m., it's the Cactus
Cobras.
Snakes. Is it? Okay, Cobras,
Yeah,
and the Higley Knights.
All right.
That's what's happening later on. So there you go. Thank you to Jim Barnett for clarifying that for me.
I think I would put money on the Knights because they have all that armor, and a Cobra can't bite through armor. You see what I'm saying?
Unless there's a gap between the armor, then they can get you.
Well, then
or
they can
get into the little eye visor.
Well, I guess so.
And they bite you with a venomous bite right on the nose or right the eyeball.
If it's a spitting cobra, they could spit through like that. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you're blind, and then they'll get you. They'll crawl up in the armor, and they'll bite you about 1,000 times, and then you're dead. You see what I'm saying?
Wolf versus eagle, that could go either way.
Because
the eagle can keep kind of pecking at it and getting around behind him and just like wear him down.
And they got that big wingspan, so they can just jump up out into the air. That's going to be a crazy battle there.
Pending on the eagle could grab that wolf by the back and lift it and throw it off a cliff.
Yeah, or it could peck its eyes out with those razor sharp talons that they have.
It's always a risk. And it's always a danger when you're dealing with some kind of an eagle. So there you go. That's what's what. And now you know. Let's move on to the next thing. Mr. Wilbur says, I didn't realize today was name calling day. Sorry, a bunch of worthless goat loving farm hen watching pig eating whiskey drinking young men.
And here's a shot for you.
Believe me, we've been called worse lately. Let's
Some
see
of that's
here.
even true. See, he won't be able to see that, so I kind of put it over here. He won't be able to see. Anyway, quick.
Just reach around till you find it. It's all yours. Harry Soap says, forgot getting sonogram treatment for ED. Just put your tape recorder wherever you need to. Play back any interview from Bill Belichick. He has the perfect resonance to correct that particular problem.
Wait, if you hear Bill Belichick,
he goes which way? You know, is the car antenna going up or down? I don't want to excite Harry Soap. Turn that off. Turn that off. It could be an uncomfortable situation.
All right.
King of Kitten says tomorrow. And he says, yes, here we go. At 1 p.m. We've got the well, that doesn't seem right. Is that game tomorrow at 1 p.m.? He says Pinnacle taking on the Pinnacle Pioneers versus the Highland Hawks. Then at 6 p.m., Saguaro Sabercats versus the Basha Bears. Okay. I believe that is correct. Is that all check out? It's an old code, but does it check out? I just want to make sure that we're not giving more misinformation. And I'm sorry, it's the correct information. But those two games will be on Money Radio 1510 and 105.3 FM. So, that's over on our sister station tomorrow because we got GCU on tomorrow at 3:15 p.m. This GCU taking on Wyoming. There. Now, let's get back to the text line. Jake the Snake says Baker Mayfield still sucks, and he had his moment, but ultimately he'll be a solid backup for the rest of his career, though.
You think so?
I think someone gives him another shot.
Does he stay in Los Angeles after this season?
Probably not, because Matt Stafford will be back, and you can't keep two. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think Baker Mayfield would be the backup to Matt Stafford long term, Keon?
I don't know about long term, but I don't think that Baker would mind, staying there, staying in that offense, and then just waiting a little bit. Let the timeline, let the news cycle with your name in it kind of clear out, and then somebody desperate for a quarterback in 2 or 3 years is gonna take a shot. Give him another chance.
He'll be around 2 or 3 years from now. I feel like. Go ahead.
I don't think that Baker is so bad he's not even going to be in the league in 3 years. He's
this close before last night's game.
Yeah, in Carolina, but if you look at his entire body of work, if you look at what he did when he was in Cleveland,
the only team that came for him was the Rams.
Yeah, that's usually what happens though if a team releases you in the middle of the season. The most desperate team is going to be usually the only team to give you a phone call, because no one's thinking I'm going to get this guy to learn my playbook right now, in the middle of the year. But the Rams are so desperate that they would be that team.
See, I don't think Baker is one of those guys that's willing to go to whatever team and learn the playbook just to sit on the sidelines, with a clipboard or just be a practice quarterback and make himself ready for when the opportunity shows itself. I don't think he's that kind of a guy. I think his ego is too big. I think he wants to start somewhere.
Well, as long as Matt Stafford comes back healthy, I don't think that Sean McVay is the kind of disloyal person who is going to, saddle him with a threat like Baker Mayfield. I think it's better for the organization that, they let him go someplace else. Kyle G says, so if Baker is more than a fluke for the Rams, Stafford could be available for your Colts next year, Jeffrey. Just a thought. Oh, I take Matt Stafford in a heartbeat. But it's not going to happen. As long as he's healthy, the Rams will bring him back open arms and he'll get back to business. And all things equal, as far as health goes, Stafford is a better quarterback than I shouldn't even have to say this.
Yes. I don't think anybody's going to disagree with that at all.
Baker Mayfield knows this is his moment of, hey, look, I'm still good. And he's going to use that to get to his next home. But I think even he knows it's not going to be the Rams long term. He wants his own stage to play on.
Yeah.
Booger Wolf says, hey, what happened to Randy's super cringe sex trafficker commercial? Did they finally catch Stockton's slap and no longer need it? Go Niners. That's horrible. That is horrible, Booger Wolf, even for you. That is a texture on texture crime right there. Berg says, afternoon, guys. Go Bruins tonight. Suck it, Boogie, and fire Big George. All right. I think he's just taking care of all his business right there in one text.
Yeah, that's for sure.
King of Kitten says, Rando, Baker shot. A Baker shot? What's a Baker shot? You mean a Maker's Mark shot? What's a Baker shot?
Probably Maker's Mark.
You take one shot and it's good, and then the next time it's like,
no, I think a Baker shot would be one you miss your mouth and throw the whiskey all over the or
bar. You take the shot, but it ends up in somebody else's mouth.
Yeah,
it's intercepted. Baker's Cocky Hen says LA's not big enough for Mayfield and Colin Cowturd. Do they have beef? I have no idea.
From before he even got drafted.
So maybe he does a good radio show. I don't know. But anytime I've seen him on TV, I've had to change it almost immediately. And when I seen him on the Fox thing where he does those little bits, it's horrible. It's always, and then he did a thing with Cooper Manning, which was just beyond cringe. It was so cringe that the word cringe no longer applies. You know what I'm saying?
I've seen his TV show like once, and it seemed like to me where he sits behind his desk is higher than when his guests come out or anybody else that he's interacting with.
The really good ones will point this out to him. That just like, why is your desk actually a throne and not a desk?
Yeah.
Does it have stairs? It's a very large desk.
Somebody's overcompensating. And let me just remind you, he's not a short man, so now you know what he's overcompensating for. It's not his height.
Small hands.
Heavy Metal Maniac says, I think Baker Mayfield ends up on the Colts. No, come on, man. I thought you were my pal. Why would you say crap like that? Don't say crap like that. I'm serious. If Baker Mayfield ended up on the Colts, I may see. And listen,
that would be the death knell.
I don't know. I say that, but then I don't respect myself.
That's when you would wear your black Colts jersey and just leave.
There you go. Can I get one of those? Yeah. It would just be too heartbreaking. Donnie says Motor City Kitties won't win Sunday. Suck it, Boogie. Motor City Kitties won't win Sunday.
They're the Lions. That's a cat.
Suck it, Boogie. The Lions are
a cat.
Sunday?
Yeah, they're playing the Vikings. Yeah,
and they're somehow favored.
My sheet over here, so
Lions,
City Kitties. I'd say it's going to be a good game, Donnie, but I've picked your team to win. read into that, though. Baker Cocky Hen says, I can't listen to Cowherd more than a few seconds, 10. He's like the Putin of sports broadcasting.
Ooh.
It almost makes me want to listen just to see what this all about. Heavy Metal Manic says, just being real, you know that your owner loves retread quarterbacks. Here's the thing. I don't think it's him. I think it has been the coach working with that GM, and I hope it's not the GM, but that owner just wants to win, and he'll do whatever it takes and as much mushrooms as it takes to make it happen.
And this is the purgatory, by the way, that a lot of teams like the Colts wind up in because they have, when they're healthy, a good defense, a good running game, a good offensive line, solid receivers, but they just seem to be missing a quarterback. So you never draft high enough to get a new one. So what are you left with but retreads?
I feel like Baker Mayfield's probably, nobody, he keeps headbutting people. Why does Baker Mayfield still think it's okay to just go up and headbutt a guy? He has no helmet on, but the other guy does have a helmet. Yeah. He did it again last night.
Yeah.
Because he's a little crazy.
Yeah, that's
it.
That's kind of a Russell Wilson kind of thing.
I don't think that he's crazy. I think he's trying to earn respect. I think he feels
like to do it.
If he jumps into somebody else and headbutts him without a helmet on, that the team will go,
hard.
oh my God, this guy's tough as nails. Because he's got that mentality. Remember?
He really does, though. It's not an act. If you look at Baker Mayfield at Oklahoma, he's a fiery person. That's just who he is. I mean, he got in trouble at Oklahoma for the crotch grab. He took the Oklahoma flag and planted it in the middle of the Ohio State field. That was very fun, actually. I like that. But yeah, no, he does stuff like that because he's just wired a little differently than most quarterbacks. Just a little off.
Somebody needs to take him aside and say, love the fire, love the drive, love what you stop headbutting other players. Yeah. So you do. Here's what you do. You get in his head and you say, this is not about you, Baker. We know you're so damn tough that you could headbutt anybody, helmet or no helmet, but you're going to hurt one of these guys. And then where will we be? And he'll be like, oh, I got to do it for the team. The hell is wrong with this guy?
He's just
I know Baker's cocky hands. I remember I saw that the other day. Somebody put it back up, the recreation of Brett Favre's draft photo. And well, I don't know. I don't know if the scandals are going to come Baker's cocky hens. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't. You can appreciate Brett Favre. You can try to emulate him, but that doesn't mean he's going to be sending people pictures of his wee Willie Winky and trying to defraud the government and stuff. So I don't know, Baker's cocky hens. I hear you. All right, let's take a break. When we come back, it's on this date in big Georgia sports history and a couple of other oddities. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
First, we decide where we want to go. Then we need to know the best way to get there. Hi, my name is Adam Barada. I'm the owner of Advantage Gold. We're the highest rated precious metals firm in the country. We teach people how to own physical gold and silver. Now, we've won the Best of TrustLink Award 4 years in a row because we educate our clients on how to buy gold and silver the right way. We don't pay celebrity spokespeople millions of dollars. We'd rather pass that value on to you. Call 800-900-8000 and speak with one of our experts. We'll send you a free gold kit along with my latest #1 national best-selling book, The Great Devaluation. Call 800-900-8000. That's 800-900-8000. Get the best information, the best process, the best service, the best value. Call Advantage Gold at 800-900-8000. Call 800-900-8000.
Advantage Gold is not an investment advisor or a tax advisor. Consult with your financial advisor before investing.
Hey everybody, it's Mark Asher back to tell you about my great friends over at the Lund Mortgage Team. For years, I've been telling you about refinancing, new home loans, all the great stuff that the Lund Mortgage Team can help you with from start to finish. Now, things have gotten a little crazy, right? The rates were bouncing all over the place. Now they're officially higher than they've been in a long time. And now more than ever, I think it's important to have a mortgage professional that has been there, done that. Any Yahoo can sell you a mortgage when it's 2.75%. Those people are going away. The real professionals are the ones that are staying in business and helping their clients through this kind of tough time out there as far as mortgage rates are concerned. Those people are the Lund Mortgage Team. Matt Oliver, Lisa Lund, they've owned this team for a long time, over 2 decades in the Valley. They are the best in the business, and they will walk you through the process, whether it's refinancing now or probably more importantly, a new home loan. Let them do all the heavy lifting for you. Call today, 6 623-875-9940. That's 623-875-9940 or online, lundmortgage.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ziprecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate through their site within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. Just go to this exclusive web address, ziprecruiter.com/free. That's ziprecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
I'm here to tell you about a technological shocker. Believe it or not, you can listen to us on your smart speaker.
That's shocking.
Wow. What a world we live in. All you have to do is say, listen to 1580 The Fanatic.
Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic, at least for the next 17 minutes or whatever, because coming up at 4 o'clock is the AIA State Championship 4A game right here on 1580 The Fanatic. So we'll be stepping aside for that, and we'll be back in your radios again on Monday at 3 p.m. So, listen, wipe those crying eyes. We'll be back. Just take it easy. Just get a hold of yourself. Seriously. I just wish... Golly, back in the old days, you could slap somebody when they were crying to make them stop crying.
Can't
Get
do
hold
that
of yourself.
nowadays. Yeah,
you can't. We'd be arrested immediately.
Yeah.
Tron Slater says difference between Baker Mayfield and Kyler Murray is Mayfield headbutts, Murray groin butts. You get it, Randy? Short joke. That's Tron Slater dropping the mic. I'm out. I thought it was pretty funny, actually. It was at least different than what
He's
we
not
heard.
your quarterback, is he?
I don't have a quarterback.
He's not Tron Slater's quarterback, is he?
I don't know who Tron Slater's team is, to be honest. And listen, I don't.
And there's
even
a reason for that, because Tron Slater does not want to reveal who his team is.
Have you asked him and he wouldn't tell you?
For fear that the rest of the fourth dimension, having my back, by the way, would make fun of his quarterback.
Well, having your back or not, we all make fun of everybody all together always. That's just the way this goes. But Tron Slater, now I'm curious. Who's your team?
No,
Who's your team, buddy?
no. Don't tell us now. Don't tell us now and ruin your streak, Tron Slater, of not revealing who your team is and your quarterback. Don't do it now, Tron Slater.
I don't think there was ever an investigation or an inquiry.
I think there should be a damn investigation. What do you think
if you
about
let
that?
me ask him, maybe he'll tell us.
I don't want you to ask him.
Who's your team? Too late. It's been done. It's happened. That's all there is to it. Seriously, the world has just turned upside down, Stranger Things style, because the Washington Commandos are doing great and every one of our teams stink. That's just not right.
It happens every once in a while. It's just,
yeah, you know what it is? Is it like the polls shift every now and then? And it's usually just complete catastrophe time when that happens. It just hasn't happened in modern times where like North Pole and South Pole go, whoop, they change. But in the process, it's not like an instantaneous thing. In the process, all sorts of calamities happen. It's something. It's science.
You're telling me that the North and South Poles switch on occasion?
Yes, I believe that's
the
correct.
Hell?
Yes. Like we're talking in the 20 or 30 or hundreds of thousands of years, but look it up. I'm not going to sit here and waste the little time we have left on the show. Look up, poles shifting. And I know Keon, he just made a look of skepticism, which really surprises me because you seem to be an educated person on a lot of things. So I
could just be something
of this.
I don't know. I'm interested in looking it up later. I
Just,
don't know.
all you got to do is type in into the Goog poles shifting. All the science will pop right up for you.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, you should not be looking forward to pole shifting though. That's bad.
Well, the Earth's magnetic poles.
Yeah. I don't mean like what do you think that means?
Like, I have no idea. It's just like
somebody sitting there adjusting themselves.
If I Google something, I'll find the wrong thing or whatever. I don't know. That's what I thought.
Oh, right. Well,
like I just type pulse shifting. Who knows with how
careful
depraved
which
the internet
one you
is.
click on. Yes. Yeah, I didn't think about that. That's a good point. Well, listen, let's since we're about to do some high school sports here, maybe we should get about the education of all peoples and say it's time now, ladies and gentlemen, for On This Date in Big George's sports history. Back in the year 1934, the Chicago Bears were leading the New York Giants 10-3 at halftime of the 1934 NFL championship game. With the playing surface at the Polo Grounds having completely frozen over, it was unlikely the Giants were going to pull off an upset. But then Giants head coach Steve Olin made a brilliant decision, ordering his team to switch from leather cleats to rubber-soled basketball shoes, and it worked. Yeah, here's what happened. He realized there's more traction on those. They didn't have like the kind of cleats back then that we have now. And you see people do it in games even now. Oh, it's a wet surface. They go and change their cleats. Well, this is the first time that was ever done. And he's like, well, these basketball shoes will have a little more traction for the ice. So they went and changed their shoes, and it worked to perfection. Giants just had like 27 unanswered points in the fourth quarter. Bears couldn't even move. They were falling all over themselves. So the Giants won 30-13. And it was probably, they won like 3 different titles in the pre-Super Bowl era. So there you go. They call that one the sneaker game.
What was the year of that?
1934.
So that was Frank Gifford's rookie season, right?
I believe you are correct. Yes, he was there. And so is Kathy Lee. 888-368-1580. All right. So we are now left with a little bit of time. So we don't want to get into any kind of real deep and meaningful conversations here because we're not going to have time to continue it. But I will, bring up a couple of short things here. College. You remember we talked yesterday about how somebody needed a clapper?
Yeah.
And Stanford was interviewing Jason Garrett. Well, Jason Garrett has announced, I'm going to go ahead and stay at NBC. Going to stay here. They need me to clap here more than you need me to clap there. I really enjoy being on the TV and all that. So excited to stay here with NBC. And I wonder if it has something to do with the next story, though. And Keon, you can set me straight. The same day, there's a story. Jason Garrett decides to stay at NBC, not go to Stanford and be their head coach. Just a couple of kind of clicks down. Stanford quarterback Tanner McKee declares for the NFL draft. Could it be that Jason Garrett looked at that and was like, if he's going to go into the NFL draft, I
got to go find another quarterback.
That means I got to go recruit. No. So what do you think? Is that plausible, or am I just reading too much into this?
Yeah, I think maybe you're reading a little too much into it
which means I'm right.
The NBC job is just a very comfy job. You go to Stanford, obviously you have to recruit, but you have to recruit with high academic standards. It's a good job though. If you can get to win like 7-8 games a year, that most Stanford fans aren't going to have a problem with that. But you've got to win those games, and it's tougher to do when you have those limitations. And, maybe over the interview process, he realized what they were asking of him, and NBC looked a lot nicer.
All right. Fair enough. Oh, hey, Tron Slater. Tron, we didn't ask you who your quarterbacks are, although that does give a view into who your team is. And Randy, I think you might be surprised. Tron Slater texts in 888-368-1580 and says, my quarterbacks were Tim Rosenberg, Jake Plummer, Neil Lomax, and Willie Steeman Beeman.
So he's a Cardinal fan.
That's what he is. What are you going to do with that piece of information?
Well, now I don't know what to do with it. I mean, this is kind of blowing my mind. He's making fun of his own quarterback.
Well,
why not?
You're allowed to. It's like the weird uncle that you meet at the holiday dinner. Your family can make fun of him. He's your uncle. Somebody else comes in and says something. Well, you can't do that.
Well, watch me do that. Here, I'll be in my family. Hey, and then I like you, me and my friend Matt Stafford. Don't hand him the baby because he's going to fumble all the time. Just fumble. See, I can make fun of my quarterback, so I can't Tron Slater make fun of his quarterback.
Your quarterback is Matt Stafford?
Did I say Matt Stafford?
You did say Matt Stafford. I know what you meant.
God, I wish he was Matt Stafford. I was thinking about Matt Ryan and
exactly
how much he fumbles all the time.
You wish it was Matt Stafford, so that's what you said.
I destroyed my own joke, having a little bit of a dream that Matt Stafford was my quarterback. Oh my God, that would be so amazing. I just want to go to sleep with that. I just want to dream with that. I want to be in a coma with
You
that.
can't. We've got 8 minutes left.
I just want to just
8 minutes.
Oh my God. So you understand how I feel. I'd like to just slip into a coma, believing that Matt Stafford's my quarterback, and I'd have the most amazing dreams. Keon, what quarterback would you like to slip into a coma, believing was the quarterback of your team?
There's so many quarterbacks in the league.
Heineke?
That would no. I like him. He's fun quarterback, tons of moxie. Couldn't have gotten this far in the year without him, but you got to be able to do better than Taylor Heineke. You're not winning playoff games even. I don't think.
All right, so who do you want to slip into a coma, imagining was your quarterback?
Imagining was my quarterback.
Yeah.
I mean, I would just choose,
Jalen Hurts.
I mean, I would take Jalen Hurts. Yeah,
I'm just saying.
I
would also remove him from your rival.
From the rivalry.
Yeah.
I hated when they drafted him. I knew that was going to be a problem eventually, and now we're here. Yeah, no, I could.
So who's your guy? Who's your guy? Who's your coma guy?
Coma guy.
That's right.
I mean, Joe Burrow, man.
Oh,
Joe Burrow.
That's good.
That's a good one.
No, that's good. How about you, Randy? Who's your coma guy? You're slipping into a coma, and now you believe so-and-so is your quarterback, and you have the most amazing dreams.
Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, that's exactly right. That's a good one, too. Hefty Lefty says, yes, I dream of Patrick Mahomes not being my rival's quarterback every night. Well, that's not the same as dreaming it was yours, but you could dream. Here, help Randy out. Dream that Patrick Mahomes is Randy's quarterback. Maybe that helps in some weird way. I'll be honest. I watched a lot of that. What was it called? The Dream Guy on Netflix. I don't remember what it was called, but that gothy looking guy. I'm Dream. I'm just, what was that called?
I don't know.
You know what I'm talking about, there. The Dream Lord, the guy who is the Dream Guy. Oh, damn it!
I don't know if
skinny gothy. I'm the Lord of Sandman. Thank you, Hefty Lefty.
Oh, okay.
Sandman. It was a good show. That actually was a good show.
It's no longer on?
No, well, I mean, I watched all of them, so I don't know if they're going to make any new ones or not. It was another one of those Neil Gaiman shows. King Kitten says, Joe Montana. Oh, that's good. That's good. But that's not realistic enough. It has to be realistic. It has to be from current time.
Yeah, somebody's playing right now. Yeah.
Or else you're even a coma. You're going to be like, hey, wait a minute. Booger Wolf says, Randy, I was going to smoke a 16-pound brisket tonight, but I just found out Jeff's mom is back in town, so I'm going to cancel that so she doesn't jump my fence and steal it.
Damn.
Woo says, hi, guys. Have a great weekend, Blender Nation. Ha ha. Okay, well, okay. Why are you laughing when you say Blender Nation? I mean, is that sarcasm? Are you being mean, Woos? Is that what's happening right now? I can't tell.
Why,
Woos?
I
can't tell. Tron Slater says, you guys got this wrong. You're all wrong. Coma guy? No. Coma Dream? Any quarterback from the Lingerie Bowl League. Oh, that's good. That's actually, yeah. No, Tron Slater's playing chess. We're playing checkers. You're right. Big George says, Johnny Unitas as the Cardinals quarterback, please. Again, has to be believable, George. He's dead.
You will wake out of that coma because you can't buy it. It's supposed to be a blissful, realistic dream.
Mm-hmm.
Woo says, me? Mean? No way. Again, I sense sarcasm. Do you sense sarcasm?
just a bit, just a little.
Well, she ended it with a smiley face, and that is like,
yeah, it makes me wonder. What's going on, Woos? Why are you in such a great mood, Woos?
Well, I hope you have a great weekend either way, Woos. And everybody else, take care of yourselves. Have fun. We'll be back on your radios again on Monday at 3 p.m. Right now, it's time for some state football fun. That's right, state championship football fun. The 4A championship is coming up next. And don't forget, the 5A championship is on at 8 p.m. tomorrow at 1 o'clock and what was it, 6 o'clock or 4 o'clock? Whatever. Tomorrow is the 5A championship and the 6A championship and the open division. Let's be honest.
The 7A championship. When's the 7A?
You probably know more about this than we do. So
12A championship.
Enjoy the 19A championship game coming up next. It's a Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
I'm Joel Clark, a Select Quote agent, with a true story that could save you hundreds.